This starts our second session in the investigation of time-dependent revelation and how it impacts today. Recall, Part 1 identified how an individual person receives items of knowledge from his body sensors and processes those using scientific process. And also it identified 3 different types of revelation. In Part 2, we're going to look at the different types of revelation and how they impact self. Today we'll be addressing 4 topics. The first is why and how. The second is how a creator relates to a revelation. And the third is why the material universe that we live in today. And the fourth is what is divine revelation? There are 2 critical questions that must be asked about any item of knowledge, and they are: first, why? Or what is the purpose of any item of knowledge or model that is in an individual soul? And second, how? How is the item of knowledge or model implemented as we perceive it? The first important question is, why does mankind exist? Every individual has their own personal model of why and how they came into existence. And their personal models vary dramatically in sophistication. However, all the various models for why humans exist fall into 2 basic categories. And these categories are: mankind has no purpose, or mankind has a purpose. And then we need to look at how these 2 basic whys are implemented. The 2 basic hows are then: if mankind exists by random chance, there is no purpose, which means each individual will develop his own why or purpose using only what's available, and that's natural revelation. He has no other information that his senses receives. The second how: if mankind are created beings, then the why, the purpose for each individual, is established by the Creator or God. Hence, each individual will develop his own why, purpose, using natural revelation, special revelation, or time-dependent revelation, which comes from the Creator or God. Natural revelation provides all of mankind's knowledge based on man's observations from the true universe, using all his sensors, man's oral communication with other people. This also provides oral tradition for future generations. Man's ability to read, write, and generate documents. Over time, many ancient documents describe pieces of mankind's history. The vast majority of ancient documents reflect oral tradition based on oral communication with others. Only the Torah, the Holy Bible, has a precise, detailed timeline of history. The Torah is the first 5 books of the Holy Bible. Therefore, for simplicity's sake, only the Holy Bible will be referenced in the future in this text. The Holy Bible The God of the Holy Bible is Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh provides detailed special revelation to mankind with respect to the past, the present, and future events. Yahweh also states he created the true universe, including the material universe that we live in today. The question now becomes, why did a God perform the creation? And there are numerous answers to that question, and they depend upon which God the individual embraces. And that varies from the material universe, self, Satan, Yahweh. There are many different understandings of the material universe and why it came about. Yahweh's Holy Bible will be used to address the why and the how of creation because it contains a large amount of detail. The Holy Bible begins in the book of Genesis with the creation of the material universe. The Bible also provides some background on Satan, also known as Lucifer, and he was a very powerful angel in the spiritual component of the true universe, or what we refer to as heaven. It's also noted that all the angels, and Lucifer was an angel, was created by Yahweh. Over time, Satan, probably using the scientific process that's inherent to all people, raised his priority on being God, and he decided to replace Yahweh. Satan then led a third of the angels in heaven in a revolt against Yahweh and lost due to their ignorance. It's important to note Satan's revolt in heaven occurred prior to Yahweh creating the material universe that we live in, because in the book of Genesis, Yahweh states he created the material universe. Satan in the Garden of Eden is not a powerful angel, but he is restrained in the body of the beast of the field. Yahweh also placed in the Garden of Eden Adam and woman, the first couple. The question is, why did Yahweh create the Garden of Eden with himself, Satan, and Adam and the woman in place? Yahweh told Adam and the woman they were to reproduce and fill the earth with human beings. And he told them not to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Adam and the woman were obedient to Yahweh's commands and had children in the Garden of Eden. The fall was not caused by Adam and the woman not reproducing. However, in the Garden of Eden, Satan was experiencing the perfect torment because Adam and woman were reproducing potential replacement angels, only constrained in a material body. Satan decided to plant an item of knowledge, or a seed of rebellion. He told them, eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and you will become like Yahweh. And over time, when Adam and Eve walked and talked with Yahweh, they received many items of knowledge which increased their will to be like Yahweh. Yahweh probably did not talk to Adam and the woman's children at this point in time. We know that after a period of time, Adam and woman's will to be like Yahweh exceeded their will to be obedient to Yahweh's commands. The woman and then Adam ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The result was immediate. Adam and the woman acquired several new items of knowledge. Obedience to Yahweh's commands is good. Disobedience to Yahweh's commands is evil, is equal to sin. Sin is death, because access to the tree of life is removed. All the people in the Garden of Eden were cast out and no longer had access to the tree of life. Yahweh also provided additional items of knowledge so that Satan, Adam, and woman would not forget the difference between good and evil. Satan, a beast of the field, is now restrained in a serpent's body with no legs. Adam renames woman to Eve and becomes responsible for Eve's sin because he blamed her for giving him the evil fruit. Adam will also have to work hard for their food. Eve will now have difficulty in childbirth. This also confirms that Eve had children prior to the fall, because she would have not known what a difficult childbirth would have been like if she had not had children. Adam and Eve and their descendants are now like angels, knowing good and evil. Only difference is they are restrained in a mortal body until death. Hence, the why for the material universe is that Yahweh is in the process of replacing Satan and his fallen angels. The how for the creation of the material universe will remain unknown because Yahweh spoke it into existence in 6 days and never explained in detail how he did it. Mankind's models for a how of the material universe came into existence will be based either on the Holy Bible or solely on natural revelation. If Yahweh gave mankind the Holy Bible, what types of revelation does it contain? As we have discussed previously, natural revelation occurs for everyone. Every individual receives items of knowledge directly from the true universe, either reading, observation, or whatever. Special revelation requires the Creator. From Yahweh, he provides his expectations for each individual. He describes past history, specific directions to individuals, and describes future events. The Holy Bible contains the material from the prophets, from Jesus the Messiah, and from other historical events that occurred. As we looked at before, time-dependent revelation occurs when Yahweh places in the Holy Bible items of knowledge that will provide a special revelation or a divine stamp at a specific future time for his specific purpose. In search for Yahweh's divine stamps in the Holy Bible, the following 3 areas will be examined. There may be more areas in the Bible, but the following 3 we will address. The first is unique biblical calendars. We're looking for unique events within history. Second is algebraic expressions, mathematical complexity. The third is normal distribution, which is a very complex mathematical function. And we'll start our examination in part 3, calendars, by reviewing the biblical history for any unique correlated events. This concludes time-dependent revelation in today, part 2. We've looked at how self receives and relates to different types of revelation from the true universe. As a reminder, the material contained in this seminar is available at www.afjbooks.com. And questions one can email to afjbooks@charter.net.